The NFL is starting to hate what the Dallas Cowboys are doing because they're doing exactly what they said they do. They added two new defensive players in Logan Wilson, Quinnen Williams, who were day one impactful players for them. You obviously bring back Malik Hooker into the lineup. Demarion Overshawn, he was huge in today's game. And honestly, I think they're starting to figure it out. And right here, we're going to see a full slide of the offensive line. Boom, 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 boom. You realize I didn't touch that left guard. That means they're going to swing him to the man side to double team Max Crosby. Very, very smart. We are also going to get kind of a clear route down the middle of the seam, and we're going to get a topside dig over the middle of the field with George Pickens. Now, this is a really fun play here because of what happens after the catch. A minute 20 left to go again. Full slide, left guard pulls from left to right to double team Max. Dak does a great job stepping up, avoiding the pressure outside. Beautiful job. And then, boom, fires a laser over to George Pickens and gives him space to either turn this back or turn it up the field, right? He kind of has so much space to do whatever he wants. Makes the first guy miss in Caillou Blue Kelly. And then look at this. Boom, one cut ability. Makes Lonnie Johnson look crazy. And the reason he does it, look at him. His head is just turning to the sideline, right? He's staring down the sideline. So this pursue guy is just running is beelining it right to the angle, right where the pursuit angle is. One cut ability, makes a miss. Even Jeremy Chin had no idea he wanted to cut back as well. But I wanted to break down the film from this game. Hit the like button before we get into it. Let's see if we can get over 500 likes on this video. And let's just dive into the film. I do want to talk a lot about Quinnen Williams in his debut here with the Dallas Cowboys. Trust, if you guys want a part 2 where I break down just Quinnen Williams' debut, we can do that. Comment down below P2 and I'll drop that video maybe even tomorrow morning if this does well enough. But right here, the offensive line is going to be in a 5-man scat, slide left, man right, and because we are showing second level pressure right here, this guard kind of just waits for him to hit the gap, leaving a one-on-one with Quinnen Williams over the center. And trust me, I don't care who you have at center, you don't want him in a one-on-one situation with Quinnen Williams because demoralizes this poor guy. I mean, again, reaches the point of attack and then drives him back, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, drives him back 6, 7 yards into the front side of the quarterback in a matter of seconds. Yeah, this is what Quinnen Williams is going to do for you. Not only do you add Quinnen, you add Kenny Clark, you add Logan Wilson. The defense is starting to look a lot better, and we saw that during this game. This is exactly what they wanted. And you have the edge rushers in Donovan Ezeraku, James Houston, right? You got a bunch of other guys that can just rotate in. Sam Williams, right? You got so many guys, Davion Clowney. This defense, trust me, it's not perfect, but they are improving quick. Another really good play on the offensive side of the ball here. Now, what I love about this play specifically is Dak Prescott does a phenomenal job reading. Now, it's tough to see, but do you see this safety on the right side of our screen here? You can barely see his helmet. Well, off this snap, we're going to see him take a couple of steps up. Now, keep in mind that CeeDee Lamb is going to be running like this little seam route right behind him. As he steps up, they only have one deep safety. He's cheating to the opposite hash mark over here. So if this guy does truly take 3 steps up, we might have CeeDee Lamb quick, right? And as we drop back in the pocket, we're going to fake that toss, get the get the safety to bite up just little bit, and then boom, we layer this football over him right where it needs to be. Wide open touchdown for the boy CeeDee Lamb. That's just a really good read by Dak, right? It looks like, once again, I loved what they did in this game by really like sliding their offensive line one direction and then bringing their guard over to guard Max Crosby, right? I thought that was a really fun touch, and they really want to fake that little toss out there. You kind of freeze Max a little bit. Plenty of time in the pocket. Beautiful throw. Let's go. Another great play here by not only James Houston, but Quinnen Williams, Dante Fowler, a bunch of these guys. I do ask a little bit of a favor. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel if you aren't already. We will be covering the Dallas Cowboys all year. Offense, defense, individual player breakdowns. We got you guys covered, and I feel like this team is going to start being a lot more exciting to watch as time goes on. So stay tuned. A lot more videos going to drop, and let's get into this one. Another great play by this defense. They're going to send 5. And whenever you have 5, let's just be honest here, this Raiders offensive line is not good enough to maintain leverage on 5 different defenders. We're going to get James Houston on the outside. We're just going to get rushes, right? Dante Fowler on the outside. Look at the top side. James Houston does a phenomenal job driving this guy back. I mean, 1, 2, 3 yards into the backside of Geno. They get pressure from everywhere. Even Quinnen Williams in there. They run a little bit of like a double tackle twist where both our interior guys fight to the inside as we reach point and loop or stunt around. Edge rushers are just getting around. Great play call by the defense. I'm telling you, this team is serious. I know they're 4-5-1, but I can see a run coming very, very soon. Monday Night Football is officially here. We got Packers, we got Eagles. Should be a really good game. At least in my opinion, it's got that potential. Now, I'm having so much fun on the Sleeper app. I can possibly over 1,000x my money every single day on this app, and it has been so much fun so far. And I kind of wanted to share you some of my picks before we do so. Now, you guys can see them. But if you use my promo code DUBS, you see it right here, you are going to get a 100% match deposit up to $100, which means if you put in $100, they're going to give you $100. If you put in 50, they'll give you 50, right? It is a steal, I would do it just for that. Now, take a look at my picks. I'm going Saquon Barkley, more than 50 rushing yards. A.J. Brown, more than 40 receiving yards. Jalen Hurts, at least 1 touchdown. Jordan Love, more than 200 passing yards. And Romeo Doubs, more than 40 receiving yards. It's all lower than you may think, and I think it's safe. 30 to win 63. Not too crazy, not too wild. Let me know what you guys are doing for tonight. Are you going big? Are you staying safe? Let me know, and let's get back to the video. Another big-time play here by Quinnen Williams, and I mean, he's just feasting. He's feasting against his Raiders offensive line. Right here, they're going to be in a 5-man scat, slide left, man right, and you're going to see Quinnen Williams kind of get that man-to-man matchup versus that center once again. Watch, as he engages contact, let's see how many yards. He's right here, okay? Let's see how many yards he's able to drive this guy back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then gets in there for the sack as well. Is that Kenny Clark? That's 2 brand new interior defensive linemen. Kenny, Quinnen, these guys are different, man. These guys are different. I'm telling you right now, this is what the Cowboys lacked over the past decade, is interior pass rushers that can also help in the run game as well. This is what's going to make them turn the corner, I think, personally. I mean, when you can demoralize a right guard and a center at the same exact time, yeah, you are going to be terrifying. The most important thing in football is controlling the line of scrimmage, and they are starting to do that at a high level. I know it's small sample size, but trust, it's happening. Also saw a little Jake Ferguson touchdown. Very soft zone coverage here by the Raiders, who are just going to sit over the middle of the field, and you see these guys dropping back into the little hook curls, but the middle of the field's wide open. I don't really understand what their game plan was here. You see Dak scan left. Pretty much the entirety of the defense is over on this side of the field, shadow coveraging George Pickens. I mean, you see 4 guys in that zone when nobody's guarding the middle of the field right here. Everyone, and he does a good job kind of manipulating all these defenders to go over there, opening up the middle, right? Boom, wide open. I actually think, I'm going to call this manipulation. I think he understands that because they're in his zone coverage, you can move these guys with your eyes. So if you stare down left, they're going to gravitate to that left side, right? So boom, he looks left, they gravitate, middle is wide open, easy touchdown. That is just a good play by Dak Prescott. They went up 24 to, I believe, 9 in the first half, and just did a really good job continuing to move the chains, hold the ball, and not really allow this Raiders offense to do anything either. So, and I know the Raiders aren't great, but man, I'll tell you one thing. I think the Cowboys are coming, man. I think they're coming. I think we got to start really understanding that it's happening. If you want that part 2, I'm going to end it here just because I want to save the majority of the film for part 2. So if you want the part 2 with maybe Quinnen Williams or whatever it may be, let me know in the comments, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.